What's up, y'all? Blessings to you, Andrea. Gonna let the room pick up just a little bit. We're gonna let the room pick up just a little bit. Wanted to give you guys an update of where we are on things. How y'all doing? I am doing all right. I am doing all right. It has truly been a hellacious day. I'm gonna say that. It has been a day where when I say anything that could oppose me has literally opposed me. Like, I mean, anything that could have happened has truly happened on today. At the moment, you guys know the issue of my bank holding the money that I had in there. I had the majority of what I needed. And so maybe about an hour or so ago, the Lord led me to ask my mother. I really struggle with that. Partially because of pride and just not wanting her help. And I'm just being very transparent. It has been a day. Blessings to you, Stephanie. It has been a day to me needing, I've had the money all along, but it's been issue after issue after issue today. But God has had me viciously pursuing this thing for, home ownership. Went to the bank. My mom gave me the money. My line sister actually gave me what my mom couldn't give me, which I was very grateful for. So I get to the bank. The bank is like, oh, no bank will accept the Cash App card. And so now it has put me in a position to where I had to transfer the money to an entirely different account that I had, which is fine. But right now, the goal is like $30. Like, that is what I need to be able to complete. Just getting this cashier's check. It's been exhausting. It's been so much opposition. It has not been as smooth sailing. Today has not been as smooth sailing as I thought it was going to be. Like, I literally thought, okay, God, I'm gonna, wake up and go and get the cashier's check and take it to the place. And it has been a testing of my faith. But one thing that I've learned is that right when you're at the finish line is oftentimes when you literally, have to push the most. It's literally when you have to push the most. I've been blindsided with so much. It's been me just being blindsided back to back to back to back to back all day, and just taking the hits. It got to a point where, if I can just be real, and I'm gonna actually turn on the camera, but it got to a point today where I almost just shut down and just said, I'm going to wait until tomorrow. Like, that's like really how I feel. Like, I got to a point where I'm like, I'm about to shut down. Like, I'll just wait until tomorrow. I'm not doing it. Like, I'm just over it. And so I pushed past, how I was feeling, got the money that I needed. Of course, I had to pay my mom back and also my line sister back. But it just got to the point, it's just been setback. It's been exhausting. And sometimes the faith journey is exhausting. But one thing that I've also learned about, like, faith is that when God has something for you, faith doesn't take no as an answer. So it's like, I understand why God has had me pushing, why, I even understand why, it's been so much warfare just revolving around this. Like, I kid y'all not, like, I understand, but I also understand, like, the faith journey doesn't end when you get like what you believe in God for. The faith journey, absolutely, it doesn't end. Like, at that point, you have to keep pushing until you actually, like, I pray that I'm making sense. You have to keep pushing until you get what God said belongs to you. And so it's like this journey has just been just that. Now, true enough, there have been some things I have not had to press as hard for, but life-changing blessings, life-changing miracles, like, we could never think that the enemy is not going to, you could never think that the enemy is not going to, attack you, or that there won't be opposition or greatest testing of your faith. Like, we know God tests our faith when we're waiting, when there's nothing that we can do. But we also got to understand that God will test our faith right when we're at the cusp of like what we're believing God for. So at the moment, like, it's like, okay, God, I could just feel defeated. I really didn't want to transfer the money out of my Cash App because it took $30 just to transfer it to my other account. And so that put me, behind $30, right? And so, like, just imagine, like, how I felt. The bank is like, oh, we don't take Cash App cards. No bank would do that. I'm like, what? It's a card. What do you mean you won't take, what do you mean you won't take a card? The money's there, right? And so it's like at that point, it's like all I could do was, okay, God, they won't take a Cash App card. I'm going to have to move this money. I can't move it to Regions because Regions is tripping. But what I can do is I can move it to Chime. I can do that. I forgot I had that account. I can move it there. And so, it's just been a day of like troubleshooting, of finding a way around every single obstacle. And I'm going to be real. Like, I got to a point today where I just had to sit in the car and scream. I don't know if y'all have ever had a moment where you so frustrated, where stuff just keeps happening, and you just have to have a whole moment where it ain't that you saying any words. You just have to let out a scream. Like, that was me like an hour ago. I'm just like, God, I am over this. Like, I'm over this. I'm over this. I'm exhausted. I'm tired. I want this to be smooth sailing, and it's just been nonstop, back to back to back to back to back to back to back, And so it's like, at the end of the day, I understood that God was saying, listen, what you're doing is saying no matter what the enemy does, no matter what oppositions, come your way, you're still saying that you trust God. And so I knew that at the root of it, what God was saying was see it through to the end. You got the money that your Regions account is holding. Like, you got that, right? Not only do you have that, but you have another account to transfer to. Boy, would I be messed up if Regions was my only account. I'ma just be real. Boy, would I be messed up if Regions was my only account I would be messed up because they would hold the money. I would not have access to it, wouldn't be able to do anything. I would be so stuck. But it also shows me, because I was going to transfer it last night, and the Lord was just like, no. The Lord was just literally like, no, do not transfer this money. Do not transfer it to Regions. And it's like, now that I obeyed, catch that, I obeyed. I didn't do what I had been doing. I obeyed. I did exactly what the Lord told me to do. I did not transfer it. And now it's like, God, I see why. Because you knew that it would come to a point, right, where Regions was going to do that. And I'm like, Lord, I just cannot wait until tomorrow when that money hits, because I'm like, I'm withdrawing it all and close it. Close the account. Close the account. And I'm just being real about it. Like, that's just my mind. I'm over it, y'all. I'm over it, but I'm still continuing to push. And so right now, I need $30. That is what I need. And that's just simply, I'm headed back to Regions, because banks typically won't give you a cashier's check unless you bank with them. I said, Lord, just your timing. Because had this happened earlier, I would have literally said, I would have literally not had a place to get a cashier's check from. And so it's just, it's been a blessing all around. And even though things have been happening all day, it just really like lets me know, like, man, God he sees way beyond what we can see. And if we just take heed to like what he's saying, to like what he's, to how he's leading us to move, we will never, we won't be problem free. We'll still have things that we have to go through. But at the end of the day, like, it won't ever be as bad as it could have been. It won't ever be as bad as it could have been. And so that has been my takeaway from it. Like, faith says, keep going until God does what he says he's going to do. And so right now, again, where we are is $30. I'm literally right down the street from Regions. And once I leave Regions, I'm going straight to the realtor's office to drop off this cashier's check. But the goal right now is just $30. That is it. Beyond that, I have everything else that I need. And so again, if you can sow, whether you're sowing 10, whether you're sowing 5, whether you are sowing the entire 30, whether or not God leads you to sow more, can you just put a 1 on the screen? That's it. Can you just literally put a 1 on the screen if you're able to sow? And I know some of you guys are here, and you don't comment, but if you know that you can help reach this ministry goal, I do ask that, you sow into it. And so again, the goal is 30. That's literally how close I am to being able to complete this task. That's literally how close I am to having exactly what I need, including the fee that they charge you for cashier's check, which is 10. And so 30 would cover everything. And so again, the goal is 30. If you're able to sow, you may not want to put a 1 on the screen, but if you're able to sow, I just ask that you just simply sow via Cash App, preferably Cash App, because it's easier for me to transfer to that other account that I have. And so again, the goal is 30. I do not plan to be before you guys long. But if you're able to sow, I do ask that you guys go ahead and sow. It doesn't matter if you sow $1, if you sow $5, if you sow 20, doesn't matter if you sow a few cents. Thank you so much, Stephanie. Thank you so much. And so I'm actually getting ready to pull in to the bank right now. Whoa. Actually getting ready to pull into the bank right now. Before I get off of here, because I'm not going to linger on this thing, do I have anyone that is able to sow into the goal before I get off of here? Oh, Jesus. It's been a day, y'all. It has been a day. It has been a day. Hold on 1 second. Okay, I'm not hitting the curve. Okay. If we're good, just give me a 1 on the screen. Like I said, I'm not gonna stay on here. I'm not, in a panic state. It's just a state of mind. Like, okay, God, I'm not giving up. I'm continuing to push and continuing to do, what I know I need to do, and you just let that be it. And so again, if you're able to sow, the goal is 30. It's just simply so I can get this cashier's check and take it to the realtor's office. That is literally what it is for. If you're not able to sow, please don't feel bad. If you're not able to sow, please do not feel bad. I'm telling y'all, I don't know what I have done. I do know what I've done to the devil. I do know I've had faith. It's been literally back to back to back to back to back. No, let's stop today. So I'm not even surprised that someone would get on here. I'm not even going to entertain it. I'm not even, I'm not even going to entertain it. For what? For what? For what? For what? For what? You don't have to be here. And that's all I'm going to say. You don't have to be here. You don't have to be here. That's it. I'm not freezing, am I? I'm not freezing, am I? Am I freezing? Okay. So listen, that's it. I'll update you guys right now. It's nothing else that I can do but wait. I've literally just made it to the bank. At this point, you guys see me, literally just exercising my faith. That's it. Not giving up. Faith don't give up. Faith doesn't give up. That's literally all you see me doing. Whether people sow, whether people don't sow, guess what? I'm going to still keep pushing. I'm going to still keep going. And so that is it. I love y'all. I am rooting for you guys. And so until next time, peace.